Attorney General Dana Nessel took the fight for LGBTQ rights to the state Supreme Court Wednesday. She's pushing for our state's civil rights law to protect people from discrimination based on their sexual orientation. That same day, the state health department announced a new task force to help members of the LGBTQ community adopt or foster children. Joining us now is one of the chairs of that task force, Peter Spatafor. Peter, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
So how did this new task force come about?
I think I was approached by the department as somebody who's interested in the topic, trying to make sure that as we look at laws and policies and regulations from the Department of Health and Human Services and the child welfare system, to try and really remove barriers to helping children that are in need of a home find their forever families with loving parents, regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression. And that was, I believe, where that came from. When asked to serve, I said, absolutely, there are so many children in need of homes that it was paramount that we formed this task force to help provide recommendations to the state to remove some of those barriers and ensure that everyone who wants to provide a loving home to a child in need can do so in the state of Michigan.
What are some of those barriers?
Well, there's in Michigan, there are, a lot of the agencies that help the state place children are faith-based agencies, and some, in my opinion, discriminate against LGBTQ plus individuals and families and will not place in those homes, and that's unfortunate. So we have to figure out, obviously in the context of the current court settlement, on which I'm not an expert, but in the context of that current court settlement, we have laws in place now in the settlement and rules. Let's move forward and figure out how we can make the child welfare system work better for all families. But in this case, the task force was designed to help make it work so that LGBTQ plus families can better navigate the system to provide forever homes to those children that are in need.
Okay, well, let's circle back to that state Supreme Court case. What difference could the case that AG Nessel argued Tuesday make when it comes to members of the LGBTQ community trying to adopt?
Well, I'm not a lawyer in that case, but I do know that the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act, if it is interpreted to include the protection of gender identity and sexual orientation, would mean a lot for workplace protections, public accommodations. I'm not sure how it interplays with the adoption laws in the state of Michigan, but it certainly would be something that the task force would look at, depending on how that case turns out.
Is the task force fully formed? Are you guys ready to go?
Not quite yet. We're still working on making sure that we have a diverse representative sample on the task force with people who have experiences with the child welfare system, as well as experts in the field. I have some, as a member of the LGBTQ plus community, I have some experience to bring to the table, but also as a policymaker in the city of Lansing, navigating laws and rules is something that I'm very passionate about as well. So I'm just happy to try and help bring people together and form some solid recommendations.
Peter Spatafor, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.